am one of the chosen ones. I am not ordinary. Right now, I attend school and cram school like any normal person does. But one day, my powers shall awaken.
That promised day will come. And when it does, the world will end. The wars going on right now are simply harbingers of what's to come. Yes, the world will end soon. I have seen it. And when it does, those like me, we will use our powers to save it.
In our past lives, we were warriors. In those lives, we also fought to save the world.
We are special. We are chosen.
We are special. We are chosen.
We are special. We are chosen.
But for now, we wait. Wait for our orders. Wait for someone to tell us, you're special.
I see you sunshine penguins are as cheerful as ever.
I'm sorry.
Well, hello, Mr. Imperial Penguin. How are you doing? I wonder if something happened to Subaru. We promised to meet at 2. Do you think arranging a meet at the Sunshine Aquarium was a mistake, little macaroni penguin? Ah, Subaru!
I'm sorry. My job took longer than expected. I'm very sorry.
No problem. It's my fault for asking you out, even though you were busy. So please, don't feel bad.
But...
I'm just happy you came. Have you eaten lunch already, Subaru?
No, I've been on the job since this morning, so...
So you must be hungry.
Well, yes.
Then we should eat now. The Sunshine Building's YOU area has a nice cafe with delicious muffins. I missed out on them last time. You mentioned you don't come often to Ikebukuro, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry about the last time. You waited for me then, too.
Oh, please, don't worry about it. I was the one who said I could wait until my afternoon appointments, and I did wait for a while. But you didn't come back, so I finally left for the clinic.
I'm so sorry.
Did your job go well?
Yes. I managed.
And you're free now?
Yes.
Then maybe today we can have a real date!
Date?
This must be one of those fortune-telling centers that are so popular these days. Do you like these sort of things, Subaru?
No. Fortune-telling is forbidden to us.
By whom? The Sumeragi clan?
Well, considering our line of work, it's not proper for one of us to receive a fortune from another clairvoyant. Seishirou!
Well, let's get our fortune read!
What?
It's just a computer, not an actual fortune teller, so it shouldn't go against your family rules.
But I...
I'd like to have our compatibility protected, please.
What?
All right. What is the birth date of your partner?
What's your birthday, Subaru?
Well, February 19th, 1974.
And your place of birth?
Tokyo.
Really?
Yes.
And you?
Me? April 1st, 1965. And my birthplace is Tokyo.
Just a moment. It must be nice to be in love with a high school student, huh?
Oh, yes. I just wish my feelings were more openly returned.
You make a delightful couple. Your beloved, she is very beautiful, and I really like that husky voice of hers.
Actually, she's a he.
Huh? You mean not a girl?
Nope, he's a boy.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I didn't know you carried a pager.
Yeah. Sometimes I get a call for an important job and need to be contacted immediately.
Onmyou have certainly changed with the times if they carry a pager around with them. So who's the call from?
Hokuto.
Better call her then. I hope we make a good match, Subaru.
Please don't make jokes like that, Seishirou.
I told you before that I was serious. You still don't believe me?
Well, that's not what I meant, but I'd better call her.
I love you, Subaru!
Oh my.
I'm sorry, Hokuto. I can't hear you very well on this phone. What? I can't hear you.
You got a job!
Sorry.
What? You were on a date in Sunshine City? What were you doing in Ikebukuro?
Well, we wanted to get to the cafe for muffins, then omelet rice at the coffee lounge, then Korean barbecue at the Haitian, and then...
What kind of date was this? An eat to your stuff tour? Boy, you have it tough, Subaru. You don't even have time for a date.
I'm really sorry, Seishirou.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll have Korean barbecue some other time.
Didn't you hear what I said a minute ago? So, another job?
Yes.
What kind of job is it this time?
Hokuto, have you ever heard of the Dial Q2 system?
Of course I have. Those numbers where you dial 9 twice when you punch in the area code, right?
Well, there seem to have been some incidents involving a party line.
Party line? What's that?
Are you serious? You really don't know, Seishi?
Sorry, I'm not up on current events.
It's a type of dial Q2 number. The first 4 digits of dial Q2 numbers are 0990. That's why they're called dial Q2. And a party line is a Q2 number where up to 10 people can talk on one line. It's pretty much a telephone version of a chat room. When you call into a party line, you can talk to a bunch of people who share your particular interest.
Sounds like fun.
But there are a lot of catches in the Q2 system. First of all, the phone chargers are pretty expensive. It's around 10 yen for every 14 to 19 seconds. And if you hook up with a really fun party line, you can end up talking for hours, then get a phone bill that runs in the tens of thousands of yen. You can guess what parents have to say about that.
You seem to know a lot about this, Hokuto.
It's only proper for me to be well informed. I am an Aquarius after all.
Speaking of the Zodiac, Subaru and I just got a compatibility test done at the Sunshine Building.
Really? How'd that turn out?
I haven't had time to check it yet.
Let's see. Huh? You were born on April 1st. That makes you an Aries, right, Seishi?
I'm not sure about my horoscope, but yes, I was born on April 1st. Is something the matter?
It's just that you don't seem like an Aries, Seishirou.
Really?
Nope, you've always struck me as more of a water sign, on the surface at least.
Water sign?
You know, like Scorpio or Pisces. One of those still waters running deep signs.
You really know a lot about these things, don't you, Hokuto?
What are you talking about? There isn't a magazine out there that doesn't have a horoscope section. The millennium is coming up, you know, and we're right in the middle of an occult boom.
Does the occult become more popular at the millennium?
Well, the prophecies of Nostradamus and the Bible say that in the year 1999, the world will be destroyed. It's like that thing with the Grand Cross people are talking about worldwide.
Huh. The end of the world. What do you think, Hokuto?
About the world ending? Sheesh, I don't have time to worry about what's going to happen to the world 8 years from now. I'm more concerned about the sale at Marui department store in 3 days.
I see your point. So anyway, what's the job about?
Well, it seems that lately there have been a lot of prank calls across Japan.
Prank calls? I get those a lot at the clinic. Things like, "What are you doing right now?" Or, "What's the color of your underwear, lady?" In a deep, breathless voice, of course.
Breathless? Maybe they ran a marathon before making the call?
Of course, as I'm not a woman, our conversations never get very far. I usually just transfer them to my patients. The cats, the dogs, the monkeys.
But why would they want to know what color of underwear you're wearing?
I suppose it brings a bit of a sparkle to their dull lives. So, what do prank calls have to do with the job?
It seems that in the last 3 months, people whose telephone numbers end in 1999 have been receiving these prank calls. But they don't appear to be ordinary prank calls. They appear to be spells. Nothing out of the ordinary happens during the calls, but afterwards, everyone who's been on the receiving end has apparently suffered some sort of accident involving spiritual presences. After following a trace through NTT, you know, the phone company, we discovered that the calls originated from a party line within the dial Q2 system.
I see. Anyone can access these party lines, so it's impossible to know exactly who did it.
Yes, so NTT contacted the Sumeragi clan for help.
What kind of spells are these?
All sorts of spells, it seems. Islam, Kabbalah, esoteric Buddhist. It's all a mishmash.
That is quite a variety.
To be able to use so many different spells, this person must be quite a practitioner. I'm not sure how to approach this problem.
Hey, Seishi! I think this horoscope of yours is wrong. It doesn't say a word about your personality or anything. Not only that, it also says your relationship with Subaru is going to be terrible.
The more obstacles that stand in my way, the more intense my love.
Well spoken! That's my future brother-in-law.
Hokuto!
I have an idea. Do you know the number for this party line, Subaru?
Yeah?
Then it's simple. We'll just start by calling that number.
The world will end in 1999.
We must succeed in the mission given to us. We must.
I had a dream
What kind of dream?
that the world was drawing to an end and the demon is awakening.
Already? But it's too soon.
Calm down. Tell the rest of us your dream.
The demon will awaken, and with his minions, he will come to kill us and our fellow warriors.
We have to hurry.
Yes, we must find our brethren, our fellow warriors who fought by our sides in previous lives. We must find them.
Do you think we can defeat the demon?
Don't worry, we are the chosen. We have special powers. They may not have fully awakened yet, but someday, someone will say to us, "You are special. You are the chosen ones.
This promised day shall come, the day we do battle with the devil.
But before that day, we must destroy our enemies' fortresses.
My predictions were correct. The enemy resides at all phone numbers ending in 1999.
I've already destroyed one.
What power did you use?
Ancient Hindu spell. I found it in a book in the corner of the library.
It was fate that found that book for you. A promise from your past life fulfilled.
But am I safe? Won't the enemy find me and attack me?
Don't worry. I've placed a barrier around each of your homes. As I explained before, you have the symbol pasted up, right?
Yes, of course.
And all of our phone calls through which we destroy the enemy's bases are implemented through the Dial Q2 system. They will not find us. We are very lucky to have such allies.
Yes, if I had never called this party line, I might never have met you. I always knew I had special powers, but I never thought that there were others like me.
I always knew I wasn't normal, that I was different. I knew I was a warrior in my past life, and that in this life I would be summoned once again to battle for the sake of this world. But I also knew I would need allies. I believed I would meet you through this party line, and so I have.
All of this is fate. Our being born with these special powers, meeting each other on this party line.
I really hope I can meet you guys soon.
Not yet. For now, we can only speak over the phone. But once we receive our orders...
Someone new is dialing in?
Is it a friend of a foe?
I don't know yet. Stay on guard. Hello?
I'm sorry to disturb you.
He shouldn't be acting so nervous.
It's because Subaru is a shy person.
What's your name? Come on, what's your name?
Well, it's Pochi.
Seishi! I said a fake name, not a weird name.
But Pochi sounds so cute.
You didn't have to name him after a dog, though. Sheesh!
Are you one of us?
Huh?
Do you have special powers?
What do you mean?
What comes to mind when you hear the number 1999?
Are you the ones making those prank calls?
The enemy!
It's the enemy.
Bawa Sadashu, Bahan Wasoon. Kondo Shubahar, Wanan Ratha.
What is this?
Kawaso, Yata Hachirata.
Is this Hyaku Shingo?
Nigi Razabaon.
Subaru!
Kondo Shubahan Waso. Marata Barata Dashu. Bahan Wasoon.
Onso hamba shuda sanabatara so hamba shudoka.
Hatarichi.
On tatikyato dohan baya soka. On handobo dohan baya soka. On basora dohan baya soka. On basara gini arachi ataya soka. On baradaya. Soka! On bokuken.
What happened just now? Whoa, everything's all wet.
It was a Gyaku Shingon.
What's that?
Usually the Shingon is a mantra, a spell, cast to protect oneself. But if it is chanted backwards, it then becomes a curse.
Even if it's chanted over the phone? But Subaru, you placed a barrier in this room, didn't you?
Barriers are useless over the phone.
Really?
When two places are connected over a phone line, the separate spiritual spaces become one. A barrier won't work since the attack isn't coming from outside.
So surreal. The barrier of a powerful Onmyou, defeated by modern electronics.
It was a girl's voice, wasn't it?
I think so.
She must have been about our age.
Does that mean they were the ones behind these prank calls?
Probably. If they can cast Gyaku Shingon so easily, then they probably know how to use Islam and Christian techniques as well.
If they're Onmyou, the Sumeragi clan would know about them. I could check that out.
I'm not so sure about that. I doubt any Onmyou would use spells from other religions so recklessly. I mean, I'm sure you know every spell in both black and white magic, but you haven't actually used them, have you, Subaru?
No, of course not.
Why wouldn't he?
Because it's forbidden. The rules governing spiritual powers are very strict.
Well, I know that, but...
Even a single spell takes a great deal of practice. The power of the spell depends entirely on the abilities of the user. And the greater a spell's power, the greater the consequences, should it not succeed. A professional would be very much aware of that risk. That's why a true professional would never violate the taboo.
You're so knowledgeable, Seishirou! Hey, you know what? I bet you're connected to that Sakurazuka assassin clan! Am I right, Seishirou? Am I right?
Oops, we're out of tea. I'll go get some more.
Hey, no fair! Every time I ask you about this, you go and change the subject!
Then, those girls must be...
A group of amateurs.
Hey! Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What's wrong? It sounded like something awful was happening.
It's nothing.
Were you on the phone again? I've had just about enough of that young lady.
I know, okay?
It was the enemy.
The enemy has arrived.
The enemy attacked us.
We must defeat him. We are warriors.
If our little friends are just doing this for fun, then Subaru's mirror spell should have taught them a good lesson. If they were prepared for such a defense, that's one thing, but if not...
Oh my god! Those poor girls!
Oh, no. I didn't mean to send them a curse when I cast the mirror spell, so they should be alright. Then again... They probably were in enough pain to throw up everything they ate today.
Yuck! And since it's on the dial Q2 system, there's no way to tell where they're calling from. I mean, if they're calling from home, that's one thing, but if it were on a public phone outside... Oh boy, how embarrassing would that be?
It was just so sudden. I didn't have time to pull back my powers.
It's not your fault, Subaru. If someone chooses to curse someone, they must be prepared to face the consequences.
I have to stop them.
Subaru?
If those girls continue on like this, they will be in great danger.